Hi everyone, I hope that you're doing well. I just went to my local art shop and I thought it could be fun to show you what I bought and to test it together. So I bought 10 Faber-Castell Polychromos in cadmium yellow, dark cadmium yellow, ivory, cinnamon, beige red, Venetian red, coral, terracotta, burnt sienna, and walnut brown. That was an offer and I chose skin and hair colors. They cost me €1.51 per pencil, so almost $1.76 per pencil. I bought a lot of different paper too. They all Clairefontaine, the mixed media grain, the mixed media smooth, and it's really smooth, the mixed media classic, and the watercolor one. There was an offer too, and each of them cost me almost €7, so almost $8.17 per paper block. Let's test all those art supplies together. But first, some ASMR. So let's begin with the color pencils and the classical mixed media paper. I grab a sheet and cut it in half with my super cutting thing. I don't know how it is called, even in French, but it is so useful. I recommend it. I start to trace some lines to make a pretty and neat swatch. It takes me a lot of time, so let me get it on editing for you. Okay, I'm ready to swatch these beauties. It feels so buttery. I'm wondering in what they're made of. Perhaps wax, I guess. I don't know. I made some research earlier and didn't find. If you know, tell me. I'm really curious. You may be wondering why the nib is broken though I just bought it. Well, I dropped it in the shop and then it broke. Yes, I know, it's sad. Nobody saw me, but I thought I had to buy it. I mean, I break it, I buy it. What do you think? Also, a little disclaimer. I'm not a pro at all at color pencils. Those Polychromos are the first pro brand I used in my entire life, and I don't know how to use it well. So if you see me doing something wrong, first, I'm sorry. And second, feel free to correct me in the comments down below. I want to improve, and all tips are welcome. Anyway, I can tell that the color matched the packaging really well, and they are very easy to apply. I love the feeling I have when I apply them on paper. They are really pigmented and the finish is so vivid. Beautiful. At this stage, all I have to complain is that they roll a lot. And you know I'm a clumsy person, so yes, I dropped the Faber-Castell Polychromos. Now let's try if they blend well together. I'm not quite sure of my technique. Again, I'm a beginner, but I do my best and I think it's not too bad. Look at these bright colors. It really pops. So so pretty. So, do they blend well together? Yes, for sure. Even with my word technique, it's nice looking. So, yes. Okay, so blending test is approved. Now, let's try if these pencils are erasable. I'll test on the full applier color and the lighter one. I don't know how to say that in English. I drew two pink squares. One is darker because I press a lot on the pencil, and the other is lighter. Is it clear? I hope so. Well, moment of truth. And it's a no. Moreover, it smudges. Big no. Not a big problem though, they're not meant to be. I just wanted to check it out by myself. Here a closer look so that you can see. Moving on to the next test, coloring on and under different art supplies. So I prepare a swatch of gouache, watercolor and alcohol-based marker. But we have to wait that it dries. So let's see if those pencils show through those same supplies. I trace a dark line, a normal line and a lighter line. Like the squares, it depends on how I press on the pencil. Okay, so you can see it through the gouache. But I think with other layers, gouache could cover the color pencil. You can definitely see it through the watercolor. It was obviously meant to be. But it doesn't smudge at all. And for the marker, you can see the color and it smudges a lot. I don't know if you can see it, but I'll make a closer view for you at the end. The paint still needs to dry, so I test the same with the fine liner. If the color is under the fine liner, it's just perfect. But if I color on top on the fine liner, it smudges a little bit, especially on the area where the color is thick. I'm quite sure that you can see it on the screen. Again, I'll show you a closer view later. Finally, let's see if this pencil can draw on top of marker. The color is a bit darker, but it's really clean. On the top of the gouache, it is literally perfect. And on top of the watercolor, it's luck for the marker. It's really good. Now, let's test on and under graphite. Nope. It smudges a lot. Not good, not good. The other way, it's totally fine. Here's a closer look. So yeah, I think those pencils are really good. They are expensive, but they are really good quality, and they work very well on top of paints and markers. I have to improve myself, but I will definitely use them. And for the paper, time only knows, so I see you in a few days. A little edit. I went to Faber-Castell website and they say that the Polychromos can draw on top of wood. So I tried on an old and a bit wet wooden plank in my garden. And it works! Okay, so for the paper I use a mixed media one. And I think it is really good with gouache pencils and watercolor. Though it's not so good with markers. The paper tends to absorb a lot of ink, so I recommend it for mixed media except alcohol markers. Oh, and I like the texture. I tried the smooth mixed media. It works really well with gouache and you have a matte and smooth finish. But it's not as good with watercolor. It's a bit hard to have clean lines. The paint tends to spray around, so this one is not my favorite, but I guess it's personal taste. The green mixed media paper is my favorite because of the texture. It works very well with gouache and watercolor pencils. The green is a bit different than the watercolor paper. It is more textured. Here's a closer look. Which brings us to the watercolor paper. And it is, for me, the go-to when you want to test watercolor. It's not the best quality though, cause it is cellulose and not cotton. But for me, it works as good as I need. I love painting on it. I can do every technique. And it works really nicely with gouache too. And because I'm not a pro, I don't need more. I love the texture. It is really good paper. So good that I bought 2 little brothers of this big boy. To conclude, I would say that those are all good art supplies. They're quite expensive, but they're worth it. Though I'm not a fan of the smooth paper, but it's just my personal taste and of course I will use it. I don't love to waste. I hope that you enjoyed the video. If it pleases you, you can leave a thumbs up and subscribe, or you can leave a comment. Have a nice day and see you soon!